Welcome. This is the fourth in a series of videos about unity. This video is about making our communities from love and cooperation rather than from fear and division. I'm going to weave three main topics throughout this video. The first is how we can create communities that embody the unity that we are made from. We're like fingers on a hand. Each of our existences is different than all others, but we are all connected as one unity. And we can already experience the hand of unity's paradise if we really want to. We are already a part of something very special. Second, unity is not the goal. Unity is already a reality. The goal is to use our lives as an opportunity to learn about and discover this amazing unity that we are embedded in together. We have to be wise to filter out toxic attitudes that veil our ability to know unity. And then third, I'll discuss what it means for a community to intentionally embrace and live out in action its embodiment of unity. And again, I'll weave all three of these throughout the video. I'm Dr. Lynette and you're watching Wisdom's Peaceful Harmony. And if you like this video, please click the like button, subscribe, and share the video. So community is the embodiment of unity to the degree that we understand that we are each a complete life and we need each other in order to live. Like it or not, we share this life together. It is a communion of life made of many beings. Like Paul Hewson, otherwise known as Bono of U2, sings, we are one life with each other. We're one, but we're not the same. We get to carry each other. We're united in being alive together. Now, unity is not a goal. It is a reality that we come to understand. The goal is to embrace and treasure each member unconditionally. And to the degree that we embrace and love all life and the magnificent unity that we are a part of, to that degree, we experience our own significance in this world. Now, some groups talk of one religion or race or nationality or species having dominion over another. But in reality, if there is any ability for actualizing lasting power, it is only possible in the service of love. In unity, love one another is not a command. It is a knowledge, a desire, a way of perceiving and a way of making choices. Love is the wise guide from the mind's awareness of unity. To quote Tuntuam, a Shuar man of the Amazon jungle, quote, I can't rest until I've helped save these forests and my people by teaching and healing yours, end quote. The only way for unity to heal our world is for us to love all life in it. And the more difficult it is to love, the more powerful our love must be, strengthening ourselves and all lives. While love is appreciated when it is received, it is when it is given that you experience its existence and power embodied in and through you. To the degree that we exclude any being from love, we exclude a part of ourselves. If a communal decision is said to be correct, be wise if it doesn't seem loving and respectful of all life. The most heinous behaviors of humans were chosen based on beliefs conceived in a spirit of fear or force. And when fear or force is given control of the mind, love and respect are misunderstood as conditional or selfish or without power. But the power of love, it's then shut out and fierce force can grow. If you depend on a force outside of love's power, then you decrease your self-respect and your self-control and your power to uplift your community. Now, in order to fully express unity, we must fully cooperate with the natural laws that make us. Natural laws do not limit, they create, they empower each particle of creation to be an impact for the greater good. So because of the power and the purpose of community, we have to realize that the purpose of community is to love one another. That's where our power is. Each life is already naturally empowered to fulfill this purpose in each moment, no matter the circumstance. Awareness of this power is the key to embodying this power and putting it in motion. So because what we do to each other is what we do to ourselves, by using compassion, gentleness, and kindness to build our community's systems for sharing, connection, and cooperation, then we heal and immerse ourselves in a world of compassion and kindness and gentleness. And then we subjectively experience the fullness of joy and love in our lives. Any realized community, like a nation or a state or a city or a neighborhood or a family or a couple, is a public declaration of the degree that unity has been understood by the lives that make up that community. And while man-made laws help clarify the desires of that community, it is our way of life that actually creates the realized community. Think of a sport with a goalpost or an end zone. Unity is already naturally in the end zone. Now, the man-made plays are on the field. They're entertaining and dramatic, like politics, the economy, religious arguments, or competitive ownership. But we can place ourselves in the end zone right now, communing in love, where we meet each other and are known and embraced as we are in the state of love. The awareness of unity's love puts us in the end zone. We can be there now to experience and be in love's community. So to be in the power of unity right now, take a moment to let go of all complaints. Embrace unity and allow yourself to experience unconditional appreciation. This creates a sense of gentleness and patience, compassion, and community. And when you are in unity's end zone, you easily recognize the light in another's heart from your mind in the state of love. And for an in-depth description of the state of love, please see the video that's titled, "What is Love?" So how is it that humans create so many problems when trying to solve problems? Well, when questions like what is true or what is justice or how do we live in peace and care for each other or what is equality or any other question about how to understand what's best for the world, when these questions are asked, they often start people on a mission to discover the right answer. And then about each person or religion or culture or political party, they want to be right. And if the other's answers appear to disagree with our own answers, then attack, conflict, and force often erupt. And in acting this way, we hide ourselves from unity's solutions in the end zone and the empowerment of love and peace and compassion in our world. But we can change this way of acting. We can use hearts and minds from the understanding of our unity, joining with those who have different perspectives and ideas. And then we all become empowered. We all increase our awareness of unity and we discover the purposes, our purposes from the mind of unity. So how we empower every life is how we empower our own life and vice versa. A community that recognizes every life's significance and common denominator of being embedded in the life of unity is a community that creates intentional systems where each life has reverence for every other life. Love and reverence for our own life and all life is like having night vision goggles. Even in the confusion and discord, in the state of love, we can look for the wholeness that our differences create. We can look inside ourselves for peace of mind and then extend this antenna out until we can find the path to connection with each other. By doing this, we gain the courage and wisdom to position ourselves for opportunity to embody unity, even in times when all we see is impossibility. Our thoughts don't have to be the same for our hearts to find unity and harmony together. In fact, greater awareness of unity requires diversity. There's only one unity to reveal itself, but we have many different ways of discovering and learning about it. Some people learn about it by practicing a spiritual tradition, and some people may not use religion or even spoken words about spirituality or about anything else, but they learn through evidences of love and unity experienced internally, or through other species, or through nature in general. Unity is already written into our hearts, and it reveals itself to us in infinite ways. Unity is what we are made of. We are each a complete life, but we need each other in order to live. A tree can't grow from just a seed. Its life exists within the seed, and it needs a symbiotic relationship with diverse life-giving elements in order to grow into a life-giving force. It lives and gives life to other trees. It gives homes and shelter to other species. This is true also for humans. And our love is the greatest connective tissue that we have. Love for our unity and love from unity. Love connects. Watch the trees and the wind in united motion, vibrating and communing in one fluid experience together. Maybe this is a way of nature showing us what love looks like. Trees and wind are different, but in a given moment, the tree and the wind join together to wave to me as though they are one. And maybe in that moment they are. And maybe I am one with them as I appreciate their communion with each other and with me. How do we know what is truth and love, since they are often more complex than what appears at the surface? Well, we see them by the unity that they create. When we can recognize truth and love, when what we encounter and what we witness allows our hearts and minds to cooperate together for the benefit of all. You may have seen the video on this channel called Perception to Heal Division, and in it I share a story that I call the elephant story. And in the story, I illustrate purposes for each of us to only experience a conscious portion of the entirety of unity. We each need to have blind spots in order to understand that we are all learning with and from each other. We are each consciously aware of only a portion of the big picture. And because of this, we are compelled into meaningful connections which offer the experience of love, respect, and empowerment. When blind spots are experienced in a relationship of love and trust, empowering connections occur. This is sometimes called having each other's backs. But when blind spots are experienced in relationships of oppression or force or control or fear, is love always a good response? Yes. Our greatest protection in difficult connections is love. Love for ourselves and love for the other unconditionally. And in unhealthy and hurtful connections, boundaries of love may need to be put in place or changed so that love can exist from a safe physical or emotional space. And for more information about understanding, creating, and implementing love's boundaries, please see the boundaries playlist on this channel. So without healthy boundaries, then fear creates misunderstandings and a skewed sense of truth. And this limits expressions of love, and it promotes isolation, pain, and internal chaos. And thoughts become judgmental and oppressive. So to dissolve fears, become more aware of your experience of unity and learn from others what awareness of unity they hold. Realize that all information about unity already exists. Truth already is. And because we are embedded in and extending from unity, we all have a different experience in the world, and we each hold different bits of unity's truth. The ear and the eye, they don't argue about which experience is correct. Each gathers, processes, and holds information, important information, about the environment differently. By adding all our senses together, we can transcend individual limits and know unity together. Our one earth experiences sunsets, a sunset, stars, sunrise, daylight, and nighttime, all at the same time. One earth. They are all real. All of those experiences are real, but they don't all happen in any one of our lives at the same time. The seasons of all our lives, the sunrises and the sunsets of all in one community, are all interconnected, and they fit perfectly together. Don't judge the person who doesn't see what you see or hear what you hear. Don't judge someone whose point of view or access to information is different than yours. Only in ignorance can we judge. Judgment is proof of a perceptual error and limitation. Look at another's ability to perceive, to embody, and to commune in unity, and see any deficit as a gap where there is no awareness yet. Where you see this gap, it is your responsibility to provide love into the gap, to create communion. It is worth the investment of time, emotion, and energy to support each other's discovery of unity. Jimi Hendrix said, quote, "When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace," end quote. Our power is in using love to learn, understand, and grow in our connections with all. Life is not about getting power in relationships. Relationships are like air. We entered the world through a relationship. We already swim in relationships. There is no power to get. It is in love that we get to feel the power of relationship. Seeking power without love is self-sabotage, wasting life's energy. Life is enhanced by sharing love's power. The quality of life and relationships that we inhale from the world is improved by the love we exhale into the world. Love is like an exhale. In order to inhale more love, exhale often and take deep breaths. Without internal love and without self-respect and self-control, there's often a desire to take power over other people, over situations, or over other parts of nature. But if we try to force or control others, then we increase internal and external conflict and we lose power. And this is seen when a person, a political group, a religious group, a nation, or any group become out of control internally. In an effort to gain a sense of control, people will try to control the external rather than admitting that the internal is out of control. But love's power can join us all as one, dissolving negativity, dissolving blind spots, dissolving judgment. Recontextualize blind spots as places to join more, not as places to deny unity or to create conflict. This is how we realize and embody our interdependence in one unity. Love is what we are made of and swim in. Now, it can be frustrating to try to expose and live out unity's message of peace with people who can't see that they are a part of unity or who deny its existence. But know that a loving solution is coming to you in whatever the frustration appears to be. Richard Bach wrote, quote, "The mark of your ignorance is the depth of your belief in injustice and tragedy. What the caterpillar calls the end of the world, the master calls a butterfly," end quote. The solutions already exist. Time just hasn't traveled that far yet. Cyril Connolly said, quote, "The secret of success is to be in harmony with existence, to be calm, and to let each wave of life wash us a little farther up the shore," end quote. By only being aware of our bit of the whole, we develop curiosity, we build relationships, and we discover love. If you're curious about a flower, you learn the facts about it in order to be better able to understand your relationship with it. If you're curious about a culture, build a relationship within it. Physical facts are fine, but relationships of love change your life and reveal unity to you. To share the message of unity's peace and power, build relationships of love, and support others in becoming more conscious of unity's peace and the power of love. If you liked this video, please click the like button, subscribe, and share the video to help it reach out to more people. The videos on this channel are about love's power, about nature, relationships, and communication skills. It is free to subscribe. Welcome, and thank you so much for your time.